Hello, Graybeard here. Welcome to the channel. While I'm thinking about it, if you like this video, please hit that like button. If not, lie to me. I'm a man, I can take it. Like it anyway. Comment, share, and if you haven't yet, subscribe. This is the jewel we're taking out today. Oh yeah, and I did change the front brakes. The new front brakes are on there. So hopefully all the squeal that we was getting, I sanded them, sanded the rotors and everything, and it would stop for a little bit and then it would come back. Now, last few times we rode it, it was kind of off and on. Sometimes it'd squeal, sometimes it wouldn't. Well, now we got a totally different set of pads. I'm trying to see what you're seeing. Yeah. Just trying to make sure you guys can see the speedo. Alrighty, let's go. I almost didn't make this ride. I got one I already filmed of the the Ingwe L20 2.0. We're in pedal assist 1. Now we can move. But anyways, yeah, I almost just threw an intro onto that explaining I didn't do this one, but I've already held this one off a few times. And I decided, nah, we're gonna go ahead and ride it today. Oh, my mirrors are out of spec here. One of them. The other one was fine. Clean, well, halfway clean looking little S10. Yeah, like I say, on this bike here, the handlebars are a little bit lower, but with the swing back on them, it doesn't bother me. I like them up a little higher so I know that you guys are seeing the instrumentation. Hopefully you're seeing it. I don't think I've had too many problems on this bike about y'all getting to see it. Well, she still does 27. It was 28. Now this is slightly downhill. But this is year 3 for this bike. Of course, like I say, I don't ride this bike usually, or any of them really, unless I'm filming it, because I really don't have time to just keep riding them all the time. Wished I could. But life gets in the way of that. That's why I almost didn't do this video today, because just scheduling and junk. This is Sunday, so this is actually the day after the 4th, because that's kind of what kept me from doing it yesterday. Had to go out of town a little bit to do the fireworks and whatnot with family and whatnot. Got to watch the loose little gravel there from snow plowing. They throw it down and with the salt, and they still haven't cleaned it up there in the middle. Yeah, I don't want to wipe out. I'm too old and decrepit. It would hurt worse than it would if I was 20 years younger. But I guess we'll go through the pike. Slight little squeak. I don't know if y'all heard it. They got this parking lot roped off for some reason. That's weird. I think I'm hearing the caliper kind of slightly, just ever so slightly catching the rotor. But I did my best to center it. And I've messed with that before, and maybe I just need to tweak it a little bit. Aha. Plenty of people up here today. Somebody jamming out. Hopefully the mic didn't pick up that music very well. They got a little water park there now that they didn't used to have. Big old dog. Great Dane. I don't mind getting stuck behind a Harley. I don't know about y'all, but I like the way they sound. I grew up around them. My oldest brother, who is 13 years older than myself, still rides them religiously, as far as I know. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of a squeak. And it is up front. Brand new pads. Maybe I need to buy a different brand. But ain't as bad as it was. It was squeaking real bad before. But done forgot what I was talking about. That's the joys of getting older. Yeah, on all these bikes you get, whether it's the Jansno X50, the Amiya S8, Polarna X01, which you can't buy anymore unless you find a used one, which sucks because I would have bought another bike from that company. I like that bike that much. I would have definitely bought one. Yeah, the back brakes ain't hardly squeaking at all. But the front ones still squeak. Maybe I should have sanded the rotor again. I don't know. But I don't think that should be something you have to do. I ain't never had to do it on my car. Of course, well, I don't know. Nowadays they might be coming from China. Talking about the brake pads. Yeah, I need to do a video soon on the Ingwe L20 2.0 with the tires. Already got the mirrors on it. Thought I saw somebody behind me. Could have swore I saw somebody behind me. It might have hit a path or something. I don't want to ride this on them little trails up there because it's mostly people walking on them. I don't know if very many people ride them or not. I did take my big Mini up at one time, but it was probably a stupid idea. It was fun, but I didn't go very far because I saw people and I turned around, and I figured that's what I just run into all the way through the trail, and that's why I say it was probably a stupid idea. You don't want to ride a old mini bike like that on, well, it's not old, but I guess now it's not new though, on a path that mostly people walk on. Yeah, but like I say, this is the 3rd year for this bike. And this is the first time I got to ride it this year, and it's sad, the year's almost halfway over. Well, it is halfway over, actually. Look at all the American flags. America. America. It's a pretty sight. Sunday is a good day to get out though. Less traffic. I can get my finger underneath this thing. Like I say, hopefully this mic's working. I don't think it's the mic. It's most likely me. So I imagine there's a way to mute these things, and I might have accidentally, well, I didn't mute it. Paused it, I think. There's like a thing that said pause. And on that last video, all the autos coming out 27, 28. Got somebody asking about my bike. Get somewhere with some shade. $27, $28.
27. Oh, how much was it?
It was 6 something, but after it was shipping and everything, it was a little over 8, just a hair over 8.
Dang, yeah, mine goes 21. I seen it. I was like,
Look up the Amiet S8.
what?
Amiet S8 dual motor.
How do you spell
A-M-Y-E-A, excuse me, A-M-Y-E-T.
A-Y-E-T?
Yeah,
Okay.
S8 dual motor.
8.
I have one of them too. It'll do 34.
What?
And I'm 230. So if you weigh less than me, you might get 35 out of it.
I'm around like 190.
Yeah, you might get 35 out of it.
Yeah, it looks really, yeah, it is expensive, but it looks really
How much is it?
At Walmart it says $687 for the, yeah, for adults 22, yeah. It's like
Is it the Amiet S8?
It should be. Wait.
Hopefully I'm videoing. I went ahead and cut it off. I was talking to a fellow that was interested about my bike. He was asking me how fast it would go, and got to talking. But yeah, he's got a 350 watt as his first bike, and he just decided to try it out. He likes it and everything, and it's a good looking bike. It's got more of a traditional frame, 26 inch. But yeah, he couldn't believe mine goes so fast. 28 is pretty fast for a bicycle. you know, your run-of-the-mill bicycle. Now there are expensive bikes you can go faster on, gearing and whatnot. Weight. So got some expensive bikes that are really light. Almost feel like you're riding air. Got one more car I'm gonna let go. Well, no, there's one right behind them too. I guess we can go over to Walmart. The parking lot anyway. There was a cop at the light. Yeah, like I say, I haven't had any troubles in this area, but I avoid any situation that might cause it. So if I run into a cop or whatever on the road, I try to ghost pedal and whatnot. So, you know, don't look like the bike's going as fast as it's going just by a throttle. That's just my thought in it anyway. I was gonna go through the parking lot. Nah. I think I'll just go the loop like I normally do. I was wanting to go out to the park, but let's get over to Cave. Woohoo! These bikes do real good at that. I just don't like doing it. I'm old codger, you know. All them flags right there too. A lot of people you see on the internet and whatnot don't even like to see the American flag no more. I don't understand how somebody could get like that. Because I myself love it. Loved it ever since I was a kid, and I guess it's all when you're raising. Or you have some kids that go to colleges and come out hating America. That's why if you have kids, especially if they're fixing to go to college, you might want to learn up on what kind of college your kid's going to. Because some of them will turn them into leaders and some of them will turn them into activists, just career activists. And I understand, you know, if there's a cause and you want to go out and help protest or whatever, that's your business. But these schools are turning them out to be militant. Not all of them. That's why I say you gotta watch which ones you send them to. I don't like to talk too much about that because, you know, people have their opinions and some are super strong about it. And yeah, and a lot of it has to do with where they went to school. But this country is one of the greatest countries to live in. Some would say the greatest. Opportunity and whatnot. Some of us squander it. And here it's the decisions you make. Get a, you know, if you're going to get an education, get one you know that's going to help you earn money. One that's in demand, not one that makes you feel good. Because that's how life works. If you can't make money from it, it's useless. You know, you let your morals guide you too. I don't remember this sidewalk being this rough. And for it being a Sunday, there's a lot more traffic than what there usually is. I was fixing to hop out there. There's one behind me and one in front of me. Oh, I was fixing to hop out there again. But this Bluefield, Virginia side is a lot easier to deal with too, because the further you get into downtown Bluefield, Virginia, the less traffic you tend to see. Not always, but most of the time. A lot better than that sidewalk. Just got to dodge the patches. But the old Jansno does what it needs to. Does it well. Since I've used the brakes a few times, knock on wood, they seem to have stopped squeaking. Maybe it's just the newness. And some of these bikes, and with this one just now, I started out pedaling with the throttle up this hill, let off the throttle, and it continued like pedal assist. Some of the other bikes, as far as I know, the Polarna, you let off that throttle, you still have to wait for the motor to kick in on the pedal assist. This one, it went directly to pedal assist. Now, I'm not saying it does that all the time. I guess it depends on how you do it, but like I say, I pedaled with throttle and kept pedaling with and let off the throttle, and it continued. Oh, I forgot to reset my counter. But if I remember correctly, at either like 5 or 5.01 miles, I can review the last video and see, which is a video y'all haven't seen yet. But so it's a short ride, the video I'm talking about, but I try to make it interesting, but y'all can be the judge of that. That was a nice young fellow that I talked to, though. Kind of fellow that gives you hope for humanity. How you know. Seems like a decent kid. Well, young fella, young adult. A lot of that gravel from this salting of the roads months and months ago. That was a clean looking S10. There's still a few of them around here. Mine not being one of them. A lot of people say, I can't believe you parked that truck outside as nice as it is. It's got rust on it, and it's got more rust than I wish it had. In fact, I wish it had none. But yeah, there's gonna be some body panels having to be replaced. Rockers, cab corners. They're not terrible, the rockers are. But cab corners ain't terrible, but probably be best just to cut out around where the little rust spots are and put new metal in there. But around the fenders of the back of the truck, for some reason, there's no rust around the front of those, around the front fenders, which puzzles the crap out of me. Front bumper's got a big old hole on the driver's side of it where it goes around the corner of the front of the truck. I got a new one for that though. Just need to get my button gear and get it painted. Give it time to cure and everything, because it will be rattle can. And then I can install it on the truck. Every so often I need to go to them bumper bracket bolts or nuts and everything, and squirt them with some penetrating spray. I wish they had bike lanes around here. Guess you could kind of call this one, but it ain't. It's just a shoulder. And there ain't too many of these around this area. Yeah, I did it again, and it seems like there's no delay as long as you keep pedaling. I got a bug in my glasses. Hopefully I got him out. Slowed me down, messed me up, dang it. Thumb's going numb. Well, that gal's changed his mind last minute there. He was in the turn lane to go left. Bottomed out that rear shock. Yeah, I meant to try out the factory shock on the rear end, but I just didn't get around to it. And it was pretty stiff, but I don't know, it might have been the way that pivot point was cranked down too much. Ooh. Is a fleece side the same color as mine? Ooh, you got a big old patch. Mine is just around the little flared out part. Need to get a patch for that on both sides. Got him a fancy track. Yeah, I need to put in for another vacation, and hopefully the weather will be better during it. So I did take a vacation a couple weeks ago, 3 or so, something like that. Mid-June, so I guess about 3 weeks ago. Ended about 3 weeks ago. Anyhow, it rained half of it. And then the other half I had to do little odds and ends stuff. Kind of took up my schedule. There's a road if you go straight this way before I'm fixing to turn. But if you continue straight from, I was thinking about going on, it's over a good few hills. Hey. And then there's a road that connects this main drag to Cumberland. So I was at a stop at a pretty steep point. And this bike did good taking off. I didn't really push it. Yeah, if you live in an area that's flat, you'll get a lot more mileage out of this bike, or any of them really. Woohoo! Woo! That's new. I don't remember that last time I come down through here. I'll have to review the last video I posted, that Ingway video with the seat and mirrors. The big mountain. Well, it's big to us. There's a lot bigger ones out there, but it don't make this any less pretty. Like watching the clouds roll over it, and you can see the shadow of the clouds on the mountain scooting across it or whatever. And like I say, the camera doesn't do it any justice. Hopefully this is a halfway decent video to y'all. Kind of cut it up a little bit, but Had to stop and talk to a feller. I geared him towards the Amietta S8 dual motor next time he buys a bike, if he goes to. He said he was thinking about maybe saving up for it. That was expensive to him, which it is to me too. But once you buy it and experience it, it was well worth it. I love that bike. Love them all. Bang for buck though, I would point to the Amietta every time. Like I say, this is cheaper, and the Ingwe was quite a bit cheaper than that. So I got the Ingwe shipped to my door for about $650 something. I can't remember exactly. I had to pull it up on my purchase history. And slowing down so his car can go around me. But yeah, I was halfway between 600 and 7. Shipped to my door. Now, overall price, yes, that was the cheapest bike. This was the second cheapest. Well, I kind of don't throw the Go Keep in there because I would not suggest buying that bike. It was the cheapest, and it wasn't worth what I paid for it. But anyhow, bang for your buck though, what you get out of the bike. I'd go Amietta all day long. S8 dual motor. Like I say, if you go to buy it, I know I say it's a lot if you watch my videos all the time, make sure you get the dual motor. You'll be very unsatisfied and maybe angry at me if I don't stress it enough. Get the dual motor. And every time you go to come to a stop, turn it back to A from B. Get going a little bit, then it squeaked again. Not real bad, but I have a feeling it's not going to get any better. Squeaking don't bother me. I just like to try to cure the problem so y'all know you can. Which, you know, you have to know that you can. I will look into pads on the Jungle Web site, and yeah, both my hands was starting to go numb. Daggone, it's almost 5 o'clock. Woo! Yeah, like I say, I almost didn't do this ride because time constraint. I work nights. I got to get me a little nap in before I go into work. And yeah, it's a little rough on an old feller, you know, if you don't get enough sleep. Anywho's, or how. Get this light on real quick. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this ride. Oh, there we go. If you did, especially if you gotten this far, yeah, help a feller out. And hit that like button, comment, let me know what you think. Let me go ahead and pull that protector off of there. He's brand new. It's trying to peel up on its own. But if you look at the gear selector, the bike's 3 years old. I should have just left it on there. It's brand new. Ingwe has the same exact shifter. Still got the protector on it. The little plastic. Same thing here. I pulled it off of this one. So this one's been off a while. It's not scratched up, but I might have just scratched it with my finger just then. With the roughness of my finger. Not the nail, the skin. Anyway, yeah, hope you enjoyed the ride. She's still reliable as ever. And we go over here. Hopefully it stays that way with all these bikes. So far I've had good luck. Of course, I haven't put a whole lot of miles on these bikes. I got 5 bikes. 4 that I ride regularly. 1 I need to do some stuff to that shouldn't have had to been done. That should have been right from the get-go. Go Keep. Anyways, Seat's good and cushy. But yeah, it won't go as fast as they say it'll go. Well, I even asked Amazon's AI, well, that's pedaling. I didn't say whether they're pedaling or not. But you can pedal as hard as you want on this bike. It's not going to go over 18, 19 mile an hour. This one here, I proved it. I got this sucker up to 27. Just barely, but it did a solid 26 pedaling. So that's close to its advertisement. It says 28. And I'm a big feller, old and decrepit and whatnot. Not old, I'm 54, but I am getting decrepit though. Arthritis. Oh, Arthur, he don't want to leave. He likes to hang out practically all the time. Yeah, like I say, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't yet. Especially if you got this far, definitely subscribe. You must have liked the video decent, enough to warrant a subscription. And by the way, that boy I talked to, he said he was going to subscribe. But yeah. Yeah. I got plenty of videos on my channel to go through and binge watch if you like, Yeah. See them lines it goes through like it's not doing it right now. At least I can't tell if it's doing it. Yeah. The lighting. I cannot get the lighting. I'm thinking it's LED. I think you need incandescents to make it solid through the garage, And but I've seen other people use LEDs. Maybe you just got to go expensive, and I ain't got the wallet for that. Anyways, we'll catch you next time. Hope you enjoyed.